Last press conference of 9th round in FIDE candidates tournament. The game between Fabiano Caruana and Ding Liren just finished in a draw. And I was wondering, Ding, if anybody can stop you from making draws in this tournament. Well, how do you feel? I mean, what happened?
Well, today,
especially in the end, I mean, just now about feeling. Did you feel that you were lost, or
yes,
how much you were lost?
Because I missed rook a1. I thought I was already lost, but very lucky I have knight c6, then I didn't lose immediately.
So we come back here. I mean, I think was one of the first moments. Maybe you can explain this.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think knight c6 is really necessary. Knight of d7.
Yeah, knight d3. I also
I mean,
prefer this line.
It's playable, but it's probably going to be close to equal. And here I thought that I have an unpleasant initiative. I mean, also queen b4 was very tempting.
Yeah, maybe the same line.
Yeah, bishop b7.
Rook c7.
And bishop a6, yeah. And
rook c1.
rook c1. And
rook f7.
Nice.
Maybe the same.
Yeah, and...
Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was thinking at this point. I mean, I considered queen b4, but I thought queen f4 was more promising. But maybe queen b4 is better. Because this is really not as much as I had hoped for.
But seems more pleasant, of course, for white to play it. Yeah.
I mean, I can play it for a long time. I thought that at some point h5 would be played. I don't know, maybe before g4 or maybe after g4.
Yeah, here.
Maybe here, yeah. And I wasn't sure if I want to play f3 to try to keep the light squares, or if I want to go for this, which creates some mating ideas possibly in the future. But then maybe this will happen, and the knight can go to f5, and it's actually very strong there.
And Ding, how did you estimate this end game?
Yeah,
how difficult it looked from your side, or it was fine?
Because when I played bishop h5, my plan was to exchange the rook and then push the queenside pawns. But I should have prevented him to play h5. So my move, I played b4 too quickly and didn't realize the danger after he played h5.
Yeah, here it's already very unpleasant because black can't really clarify the situation anymore, and is left without really any counterplay.
I have no counterplay.
But I still couldn't really find a way through because this knight is just controlling pretty much every square. And each move I played to try to make progress, I started to regret it because my knight looks so nice on e5, but I couldn't see a way to keep it there and make progress. And knight f3 is sort of trying to get bishop e5, knight d4.
Yeah, but it was a nice idea, I think. This, I mean, Judith liked it. I mean, while commenting that you regrouped your pieces and let's say they seemed more.
But it didn't really feel like I was getting anywhere.
Yeah, king h4, king g5 looks very nice.
Yeah, then after time control, I was happy to find this king h4. Yeah. Because first I was trying knight d3, and then I wasn't sure about this position. And strangely enough,
knight f2 maybe.
Knight f2 and bishop g6.
Knight e4.
Maybe now take, and rook a3. I don't know, maybe it's still very good for white, taking rook c6.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem entirely clear to me. Well, I guess black can also kind of go back. Yeah, I don't know, I wanted to provoke h6, but then I wasn't exactly sure why I did it. Because now the king at least is kind of safe on h7 rather than the center.
But in the end, your knight was on g6, and maybe this was the point.
But already I had lost the plot, because I think knight e7 was an excellent move. I had overlooked it, and this is pretty much leading to a draw in a few ways. And then here, I mean, after knight d8 I was.
But rook b4. Rook d4, rook e4.
Yeah, but I thought that this is going to be very little. And I mean, I'm still pressing, but it felt very drawish to me. So I thought knight d8 was the easiest way to do it. And then bishop b3 gave me some hopes, because now at least my pawn's very dangerous. I'm actually not entirely sure about this position. So knight e7. I mean, I think it's kind of insane to go for it with black, but I didn't see a clear win. But then you have to make sure that you're not losing on the spot here, which is difficult. And maybe I have some subtle...
Bishop d4 and rook b7, rook b3.
Yeah, I could do this, but probably somehow draw in. I mean, should be a draw, but I thought, you know, I'll reach this position and then I'll think about, because black can't really do much, so I'll think about what to do next. Yeah, and this surprised me. Now I thought that it's very dangerous for black. Like bishop d5, knight d7, I already didn't see a defense for black.
Knight d7, rook f1.
And rook f1 is crushing. I mean, there were some beautiful lines, like let me try to remember them. Because black had some moves here, like rook a2, and I think here
e7.
rook.
e7.
Yeah, e7, bishop f7, and now rook f1 is winning. Because e8 I don't think does anything. This is probably going to be a draw. Because knight f8, king g8, the king escapes. And after rook f1, king g8, e8, take rook f8, king h7, knight f6, yeah, and it's mate. With pretty much no pieces left, but
Yeah.
so and black has no other moves. Yeah. And so bishop c4. I mean, I already thought that I might be close to winning here. I was very surprised. And then this was probably the best defense. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I missed something, but also like knight e7, I thought rook e4 now, and then my rook somehow will get over. Like if here, then rook f4, and you can't take the pawn, so rook f7 is mating. And if here, I thought also rook f4 and rook f7, I think, and I collect everything.
Just
Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe no, I don't know. I think this is it. So bishop b5 was a very good defense, and I mean maybe I was surprised by knight e7. I thought that like maybe rook a8 would be the move, and I didn't really see what to do.
Or maybe bishop d3.
Oh yeah, bishop d3. Maybe this was. Maybe this was the way to play. Already black gotten some danger. I mean, it's already with extreme precision that you have to make a draw.
And you said that you missed this rook a1, yes?
Yeah.
If not, I mean, then it should be one key moment. You should play something else instead of this, king d7.
Yeah.
So instead of what to play?
Maybe bishop d3.
Bishop d3. Yeah.
I mean, if I can't win the game, then I certainly won't be able to win this position. And yeah, I already thought I was immediately winning. But still, the fight continues. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to play rook d1. I don't, because e7, king f7, and if knight e5, then king e8.
King e8.
And I mean, I can win the pawns, but the most I'll get is opposite color bishops up 2 pawns, and black makes a draw. Here I thought that black was paralyzed, but it's still, I couldn't see a win in the game. I mean, king h7 is forced, because my idea is just rook d5, rook f5, so you have to get it out of the way of the rook f8 check. And bishop c4 loses to rook c5. And rook b7 is kind of important, that the rook has to be protected, because here, now I have rook f7, and the rook is not on a7, so either black, I mean, takes and allows a promotion, or loses the rook. And yeah, after this, I don't know.
Yeah, this is position. It's very crazy position, and it seems not the easy way. But Rook D2 somehow was proposed by Engine, but I don't know how to make such moves.
I thought about it, but I thought bishop will come here. I know, but
So probably the difference is that C2 is protected. I mean, this is the only thing which came to my mind why I saw it.
I mean, I still don't see the next move.
Yeah.
Because rook.
Rook F2.
Rook
Yeah,
F2.
but what is this?
Knight F8.
Knight
Oh.
F8, yes.
And so what if black plays like bishop
F5?
B5?
So what is the difference? Sounds like you should pass a move and
And it took one?
some kind of Zugzwang, yes. I mean, this is unbelievable, but if it's possible in this position. Rook
But,
F2 now. I don't
But rook
know.
F2, bishop D3.
Ah, yes, then
My
they
rook is
go the
detached,
same.
but I don't see how it helps me.
That is a
Okay,
good
so let's
question.
say I'd play king h4.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also knight e7, knight f8, yeah, and rook d8 is the same story.
So it's is it possible to be Zugzwang?
I mean, I
don't
can
know.
play bishop c4 here.
Bishop C4 and not easy, huh? At all. So, I mean, we were also surprised, believe me, that it can be winning.
I mean, this came to mind for a second, but I didn't really see the point.
Yeah.
And I kind of saw this king f4 and thought that slowly I'll get my king in somehow, or it'll be useful. And here I couldn't really... I mean, maybe I should trade knights. At least it's going to be very unpleasant for black to play this over the board. But it's probably a draw.
But somehow when you look at the positions, it's not possible to understand how black could hold, but they somehow managed.
Yeah,
Did you feel the same at this moment?
I mean, I thought somehow it should be winning. I have a mating net. I have a pawn on e6. Obstacle bishops helps me attack as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so.
What
sometimes
about
in
you?
chess, yeah.
How did you feel at this moment? Is it's going to be over, or
Because I
you
found
believed?
King H7 is the only move, and I didn't see an immediate win for white. And my move was more or less forced.
So somewhere here also G5.
Yeah, I missed knight d8, and then I realized that I can start to risk if I blunder a pawn. So I decided just to offer a draw.
This is the moment.
Sorry?
This is the moment.
Yes.
The moment for
Question. This is a moment for question.
No,
Leonard.
the moment for question. There's a win here.
Yeah.
apparently.
Is it knight f8, bishop g7, or what? Because
H6. Here is.
and I have h7. I was just looking at hg7 here.
I also
Did you
forgot-
see this?
I also miss H7.
Yes, so this is the last, actually, moment here. You have a question, yes, please?
One more question about the position after rook d5, bishop a4. Did you consider the idea rook f5, bishop c2, rook c5, bishop a4, and now maybe bishop d4? Did the two of you consider this as a possibility?
I mean, I was thinking about it with the king on f4. Because I got the same position in the game. And I just didn't really see the point of this. I mean, if black moves the rook to like b7. There's a rook f5. No, there's no rook f5 because knight d4. Yeah, and I also thought it probably increases my chance to blunder because at this point I was already getting dizzy with all variations.
Yeah, but now with the king on f4 it doesn't work because then on e6 it's a check. But with the king on g3, isn't there the idea to, after rook b7, then play rook f5 back and to mate with rook f8?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if black can play rook a8 now, because my bishop is attacked.
Sorry? Okay. Any other question? Yes, please.
Good evening, Mr. Caruana. Maybe I'm pretty or terribly wrong, but at the 57th move, you took knight f8 with check. And what do you think of instead moving e7 then? You were pretty much around the 57th and 6th move already, but
Yeah.
exactly this.
E7 on move 57, knight e7 is just a draw.
Rook e7, rook d7.
Yes.
So I don't know where. Do you mean at this moment or somewhere?
Yes. This now e7.
Yeah, knight takes e7 is a draw.
Then take the knight.
And rook d7 and.
It would be quicker draw. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Peter. First to Peter Doggers, please. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, Fabiano, maybe a reaction to this. I mean, we're showing, I guess, that you missed the win at the end. You have tried for hours. How do you feel about this? You could have been a point loser of the field. Is it a big deal or is it not a big deal?
I mean, it's kind of silly because I was looking at this and I was trying bishop g7, rook g7, e7, and I was trying this, which, and somehow h7 just completely slipped my attention. I mean, it's once you see it, it's very obvious. It's a pretty simple tactic, and I had a few minutes, so I should have found it.
Please, there was another question. Yeah.
First. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, another question to both players. When you go on the street, how often are you recognized by other people?
In general,
or in Berlin?
No, generally.
Generally, like almost never. I mean,
never.
Yeah, pretty much never. Like during tournaments, sometimes, occasionally. But
Okay.
when I'm at home, I mean, when we're in the city I live, I never get recognized.
Okay.
Which you prefer? What do you prefer?
I prefer that.
Jing, what about you?
Sometimes when I had to write my name, then someone will recognize me, but not my face, the name.
Yeah. One more question, maybe the last one.
Вопрос к китайскому гроссмейстеру. Вы сыграли пока что все партии в ничью. Какая из них самой сложной для вас стала?
I will translate the question. You've played all the games, you drew all your games, and which one was the most difficult one for you?
This one is the longest, and also the one against Grishuk is very dangerous, and losing in one move. Yeah.
Fabiano, you've been playing in the candidates in Moscow, and Anish Giri made all draws actually. You remember all this in all rounds. Do you feel actually that maybe your opponent had this kind of luck to make all draws, and you were not able actually to win against him because of that?
I mean, he defended very well, and it was a difficult position. It was a tenacious defense. I mean, I had a chance at the end, a very big chance, but okay.
But I think Anish also had some chances in Moscow, but
Yeah, I mean, Anish was winning practically all his games, but he doesn't really have a problem getting winning positions. It's winning them, which is a real problem.
Okay, thank you very much for attending this press conference.